Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today we're looking at a very cool fuzz pedal. I'm sure if you've been on the internet at any point recently, you will have seen the news that Earthquaker Devices were doing a collaboration with the Japanese experimental stoner-ish, I don't really know how to describe him, Boris. You know, if you've heard of Boris, I'm sure, and particularly Wata, hope I'm pronouncing that right, from Boris, and they were making a fuzz pedal. And to cut to the chase, that's what I'm looking at today, is the Hizumitas Rubbertassen. I don't know how to, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hizumitas, probably. Anyway, it's based off the Wata's favorite fuzz pedal, I assume, which is a White Elk Sustainer. I think that's what it's called, which is like a big muff. It's kind of like a triangle big muff thing. From what I understand, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll put it up on the screen. Now, when I saw this, I was really interested because I'm a big fan of Earthquaker Devices, and I'm a big fan, not a huge fan of Boris. I do enjoy them, but they're not a go-to band for me to listen to. But I do enjoy their music, especially their album Pink. But I'm a big fan of Earthquaker and the stuff they've done before. I've got the Hoof is one of my favorite, Hoof or the Hoof, depending on how you pronounce it, is probably one of my favorite big muffs of all time. And the Life Pedal, which if we go to Pedal Cam, yeah, you should be able to see. I have on my board. Life Pedal V2 is a great pedal. But yeah, this came out, and I love Earthquaker and I love big muffs, and so I was stoked. I was like, of course I'm going to get this, you know. And I really have kind of come into an appreciation of triangle big muffs. Probably my favorite big muff I own is the bit dirty, is the Seaweed from Tim Effects, the Isaiah Mitchell from Earthless signature fuzz pedal. And this is a triangle big muff and a tone bender in one, but I only really use the triangle big muff, and I love it. It's such a great sound. And so when I found out that the Hizumitas is based on the White Elk Sustainer, which is based on a triangle big muff, I think I was really excited to try it out. And I've got it, and I'm sure you can tell by the other demos that you've probably already seen in my little intro track, my little cover of Death from Above, that it is a cool, it's a cool sounding pedal. So we're going to go through it. We've got the Hizumitas there. Basic controls. Up the top is sustain. Control to the left is volume. Control to the right is tone. In case you can't see on the camera the words. And so I'm going to use that. I'm going to run it with two preamp pedals. So I'm going to be going into my Strymon Iridium, which is just going to be set to like a clean sound. And then I'm going to use the Model FET from Electronic Audio Experiments and the FET 120 from Fuzzled Effects. Just because if we're doing I think I see the Wata and the other guy in Boris, whose name I always forget. I always see them pictures like standing next to heaps of like orange stacks and like Sun amps and stuff. And the Model FET is a Sun Model T, and the FET 120 is a orange OR 120. So I figure I'll just switch between those two, keep them pretty clean. I personally tend to like big muffs when running them into an amp that's already overdriving, me personally, but the Model FET can go really clean, so I'll set that really clean at some point, and I'll go through the game range. I'm going to use my Greco Les Paul, made in Japan. Thought it was appropriate for the video for multiple reasons. I think Wata uses one, and they're a band from Japan. It's Japanese guitar, and it's a cool guitar in C standard. Like I said, going through just a few of the pedals. Should only use those three pedals, but I'll make it obvious if I turn anything else on. Just got my Flint on, Strymon Flint for a little bit of reverb. Then going into the Iridium on the round setting, set clean. Let's get into it. right. There we have it. That went on a bit longer than I planned. I was just having a lot of fun, jamming about. I didn't plan to pick up some extra guitars, but I thought it could be fun. That was a Fender American Special Telecaster and a Fender Japan Jaguar. Both really nice guitars. Telecaster was in standard. The Jaguar was in like a weird like a B tuning. Yeah, it's like a hybrid B tuning from it's the tuning from the song Far and Away. Is it called Far and Away or just Far Away? By Jose Gonzalez. It's a song from Red Dead Redemption. I'm a big fan of that song. A few things. Hopefully, I assume I'll put them on screen during the video, but in case I didn't and you made it this far, the tone pot is backwards, which really tripped me up the first time I got it. I turned, like it's like a rat, whereas if you turn it to the left, there's more high end, you turn it to the right, there's more low end. Maybe the Elk, the original pedal that this one is based on, has that feature as well. That could be the case. But yeah, it tripped me out when I got it. I was like, man, this sounds so dull and so like... I was like, oh, it just sounds so shit with my setup, you know? And I was like, I just happened to turn the tone control back the other way and I was like, I see. But yeah, with the tone like back to what would that be? Turned it counterclockwise. Sounds really good. I like to run my big muffs with volume and sustain on 10 usually, because I find a lot of big muffs can be on the quieter side and the mid scoop often doesn't help. That's not the case with this thing. This thing, I'm sure you heard, is fucking loud. They really put some volume in this, which to me is really good, because my biggest problem with so many fuzz pedals particularly is they're just so quiet. They're not loud enough, you know, and there's not enough cut through. But this one is plenty loud. This might even kick my old faithful seaweed off my pedal board. Well, I have to see. I've been using them both, and I think I might continue to use them both for now, just so I can kind of swap between, see which ones I like the most. But yeah, this is cool. That is also very cool. I'll do a video on this eventually, because not many exist, and there's only like 2 videos on YouTube. So I've been planning to do a proper deep dive into this pedal, but I want to do it properly, because I'm a big fan of Tim. He's from Brisbane, and I live on the Sunshine Coast, which is only an hour. I play a whole bunch of shows in Brisbane. I met the guy a few times. He fixed one of my vintage Russian Big Muff. It's broken again, so I should probably take it back to him. Big fan of Isaiah from Earthless as well. I'm rambling. This doesn't need to be in this video. Thank you for watching. I think this is a very cool fuzz pedal, and if you can buy one, I would suggest doing so. It wasn't very expensive either. And I think in a world of clones and, you know, here's another Ram's Head. I'm sick of Ram's Heads. Not a fan of the Ram's Head Big Muff. It's probably the only one I've tried. I tried a couple different clones, couldn't get on with it. But yeah, in a world of Big Muff clones that are all pretty much the same, you know, they're all based off the same few Big Muffs. You know, it's like you got your Civil Wars. There's not even that many Civil War clones around. It's mainly like Op-Amp, Russian, and Ram's Head are the main ones, and then you got a few triangles. But this is got that Big Muff thing, but it is different and unique, and really, I think definitely a bit of its own thing. And it's just really good. It's really good and it's really unique. So buy it if you can fucking find one. Cool. Thanks for watching. I hope I'm trying out new lights. I hope it doesn't look weird. They're really bright. I'm hoping it makes everything look good. It's quite dark and rainy outside today. So, alright, like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.